So now I will show you how you can create, you can add a functional key to an account. A functional key, which means that it will call us a specific contract and some specific method. So we in our demo we have this particular workflow here that for calling. I mean, this demo part here that is illustrating how to call the functional key, and we look at it from here. We go to uh, you have a step or an action called add functional key, which requires all these values. All these are separate from the demo page, except for private key and public key, which we are picking from, which we are getting from the custom states that we set when we generate or when we get the keys from the browser. So you can do it another way. Maybe you can store it somewhere, and then you can be separate the way you want. But for this particular demo, this is the way I've used the keys. So we now want to uh, see an account called team zero testnet. We want to create a key that can call guestbook, and we know guestbook has two methods. There's and message. So all what we need to supply now is a new public key, and probably give it another one of two. Uh, yeah. And then when the way we need to do that is generate a new key. So the key is generated. So we copy this key, we take it to it here. Then we want now to set this call to use Jimdero dot testnet credentials, which are keys which are on the browser. Already done that. So we go back now to the functional key, and we call this method, and it is a success. So we have a new key, and you can see it is a functional. It's a key. It's calling guestbook, and it's calling the method name is and message. Now, if we go to um, the function here that we have for getting all the keys that an account has. Let's see whether we find it inside there. This is team0 dot testnet, and we are going to try and find if this key really exists inside Team Jaro account. As you can see here, it's already there. It has been added, and it is a function of code. The purpose is to call um, guestbook contract, and it will call a method called add message. If you look down there, there are many other keys inside the same the Team General account, but these are the keys of the provision, the kind of work that they do. They are it is full access, so they can do anything with it. So Nia has taught us to be very careful when setting keys. It's always better to set a functional key than a full access key, because a full access key basically says it's like you're allowing someone to get into your house and do anything that he wants to do inside that house, as opposed to allowing someone to get into your house but then with a key, for example, for a certain room that you can access. That's the way you need to look at the functional key and um, the full access key. So you have to be very careful with them, as Nia has taught us, so that you don't give users authority to do anything that they want to do inside your app. So that is it for functional key. So next we'll look at full access key, similar, but you when you and it looks different. It doesn't have a lot of information because you can do anything with it. If you go to our keys here, and this is another action that we have created here to be able to view all the keys that are inside an account, and you can follow the same procedure that we have done. Come and check from sorry um, the bubble up for get all keys. There is a method called get all keys there, and we are seeing the keys after setting them, setting states of a group there, and we want to see the result of all those keys. Now, the result of get all the keys, and these are the results, so you can view all the keys that are inside the app. Then you could also delete a certain key. All these you can play around with them and test them and give me a feedback once you experience this. Thank you. That is it for keys.